Siri, turn on the studio lights. Ça passe c'est Karel, moi content avec vous matin pour un Karel in the morning et conversation que je faire là, son conversation que m'envie faire longtemps. Moi découvrir personnalité qui est avec moi là sur internet là. Depuis le ça a changé parce que nous gain passion pour musique, spécialement musique dans Karayib là avec medya. Invité maintenant non lycée Elikya Ngoma ou capral demander qui est ça, il parle dire nous effectivement qui est lié, mais ils sont journalistes, musiciens, ils sorti album, ils sont passionnés de musique haïtienne et de musique dans Karayib en particulier et lycée peut-être seul monde sur internet avec moi qui fait des commentaires sous chita, sou Bouyon, sous soka, sous kanaval avec bien sûr parfois sou Konpa. Et dernièrement là, il a publié quelques pièces sous musique haïtienne, et notamment sous classe. Nous allons vraiment plonger sous qui est lié, ça l'a fait. Et puis, bien sûr, intérêt que le gain pour musique, parce que je pense que mine est extrêmement important, parce que les curate des playlists tout sur des musiques dans Karayib là, les suivre ça qu'a fait. Sont mon intéressant. Et de vous, me mener là, me son conversation, me faire sur musique, son bagage qui est extrêmement important. Elikya, what's up? Comment est ça qu'a fait?
Moi bien, Karel. It's an honor to be here.
It's an honor to have you here. We've been working on that for a long time
for some
now.
Time,
yes, of course.
Yes.
Dans forme, tout bien en forme?
Tout bien okay.
Good.
Yes.
All right. First of all, how do you introduce yourself? Who are you? Qui est-ce que
Oh, that's a big question. Who is Elikya Ngoma? Bon, moi someone qui passionné de art overall, but music in particular. Black music to be specific, which I believe all music is black music anyway. Musique qui Soti nan Karayib là. Famille haïtienne, moi haïtien, so of course musique haïtienne c'est un bagage qui intéresse moi pile. But ça moi ouais c'est plus autant de musique qui Soti nan tout l'autre zileo. There's a lot of similarities.
Yeah.
We're using the same instruments, similar rhythms. They're not that different. It's just a matter of language. So it's just really fascinating. And of course, I myself am a musician and a music producer. So, gen bagay m'a apprendre pour moi, pour création moi, and gen bagay c'est moi qui share ça m'a apprendre. So that's why I write, that's why I produce.
That's good. That's good. Et bien raconter nos histoires. Si cas ou pas gon non haïtien, ou dit ça haïtien ou pas gon non haïtien, mais faut du fameux en Haïti. Parler d'autres cas de vous-même et en face.
Okay, non famille c'est Ngoma.
Ngoma, yeah.
Yes. Ngoma is the traditional spelling of Ngoma.
Okay.
When I say traditional, I mean from Africa. So Elikya son l'autre nom que moi te vinn prendre.
Okay.
So moun vle di Elikya Ngoma c'est nom public moi bien artiste moi. That's okay.
It's okay. Mais c'est pas ça qui government ne mouche mouille
Non. Si c'est ça c'est Brenda Ngoma.
Yes.
So moi fait États-Unis, moi levé Miami, but non kai haïtien, famille haïtien. On kai Adventiste.
Okay.
Although, you know, we come to our own conclusions over time.
Yeah.
And moi fait non famille qui joue musique tout. Bon famille maman qui c'est entèvyou c'est Altema. Que moi comprendre que non Altema c'est tout dans zone au Cap Ayiti. It really meant a lot as far as music, fanfare. Grand frère maman qui était les moi les papa rien, but tout le monde connaît Altema. Il était un gros maestro, il était montré en pile. You know, he was a really big band leader. So just a lot of people in my family either sing or play instruments or do both. So moi grandi avec un thank you. Appreciation for
I will
music.
feed you the words, don't worry about it.
Naturellement, and ma apprendre musique depuis 5 ans. And then just on my own, appreciating history, Black history, learning into Haitian history. So I just find a way to marry these things together because they're already married. Music is an expression of culture. So when you look at music from a certain place, you're also looking at that history. You can do the same thing with food or other things too. I just focus on music.
That's good.
Yes.
That's good. So how do you become an artist, like a music producer?
So that's a funny story because at first I was just like, okay, people know that I play the piano. The music producer, it didn't clicked to me until between 2017 and 2019. First, m'étais obligée écrire. I was involved with an organization, the African People's Socialist Party, the Uhuru movement, and I created an anthem for them. So I was working with someone to try to explain what I wanted the music to sound like.
Okay.
And then
and you fell in love with the process.
I fell in love with that process. And then around 2019, I said, okay, I think I want to start learning to make my own beats and also make my own sound at the same time. And I wanted to create a sound, which I'm still trying to define, that almost anyone from the Caribbean can hear it and see themselves in it. And then in 2020, COVID came, and I had a lot of time in my hands. I said, okay,
let me produce an album.
I'm buying Logic. I'm going to learn. And we're going to produce an album. We're going to explore different genres. And I'm just going to learn the process.
Okay, that's how you released your first album.
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
How was it for you? Like, it was an experiment to experience with affair, or you really wanted to be a commercial artist?
Not so much commercial. I wanted to lead to me being a commercial artist. But I wanted to see, what does music sound like in my head if I actually play it out, you know? And so in that album, you hear why I go into gospel a little bit, I go into folklore, and I'm mixing the genres together. I have a song that's equally gospel and folklore at the same time.
Yeah.
I have one that's Afro beats and soka at the same time. I have one that's Konpa and salsa at the same time. And I'm just, trying to see how many different sounds I can put together and what can come out of it.
Yeah.
So that process was entertaining. Now, the tough process was learning how to mix and how to, the technical
Yeah, because you were
aspects.
doing everything yourself.
I was at the time. In the future, I of course want to work with other people and have other people mix, but I wanted to have the basic sense of all the aspects, myself, so that I know as I create a more commercial sound, what's my identity within like a broader sound.
Good.
Yes.
So now, ou grandi dans famille adventiste, I'm supposé, I can assume and jump into conclusions, que tant de musique mode là,
Exactly.
pas de habitude. So comment tu te tourner en mélomane qui a découvert musique, spécialement musique dans Karayib là?
Well, just like any child, but I used to always just listen to the radio. Either people around me ou bien quelques cousins or
Dans musique cap marché, cap jouer, etc.
Ou attendel quand même, ou aller à l'école, ou attendel quand même. So you just find a way to do it. And you're watching TV, watching not that I should have been.
Now.
Yeah, now the internet.
Yeah.
At the time it was BET, MTV, VH1. But after a while, ça te vient, pas vle di il cause gros problème, but il vient cause problème quand même.
Parce que vous êtes trop intéressé à la musique là.
Oui, oui. C'est pas l'évangile,
Yeah, c'est pas musique, la musique bon Dieu, c'est musique le monde ou attendez.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But when you have a passion for something, you just keep going, regardless.
That's good. So now, we vient sur Twitter et je crois que la première interaction was about 2023. Maybe l'emtal dans Kanaval Trinidad, I think.
Yes,
I think that's because pour moi raison qui fait que justement me voulais conversation ça plus, c'est parce que toute expérience que me fait dans Karayib là, que le Jamaïque, que le Trinidad, ou bien connexion que me avec monde qui Sainte-Lucie ou bien la Dominique, etc. ou bien là m'a parlé de musique dans Karayib en général, et puis me réaliser que wait a minute, par exemple le monde dans entourage moi qui voyager sous ça qu'a fait de l'autre côté ça yo. Par exemple le monde qui dans média qui a font expérience Carnaval Trinidad, par exemple le monde qui vraiment garder évolution d'un sol ou bien garder nouveau scène d'un sol parce que of course le monde focus sur Konpa, c'est pas un problème avec yo, même t'es souhaité plus capable de des conversations sous des bails comme ça et vous pouvez réaliser qu'il y a des gens qui plus qu'on artiste afrobeat sur semaine ça que qu'on artiste qui dans Karayib là sur côté nous là.
Right. Yeah.
And I was like, this is good là que justement qu'on y a capable faire conversation avec vous ou bien si me tweet on bagay et par exemple si me tweet boué vous dire on connaît que musique ça ou bien we feel the same thing when we tweet or when you tweet something pour connecter à vous. C'était difficile et c'est pour ça que tout suivre instantanément and I was like, oh, son monde intéressant pour me parler avec elle.
Yes.
So comment connexion avec Karayib la musique soka en particulier, let's start with soka.
Okay.
Comment c'est pour?
Soka, mkadi, wow, that's a really good question. Part of it is growing up in Miami. When you grow up in Miami, you're exposed to different cultures to a certain extent. So you start to have friends who are from Trinidad or Jamaica, and you start to show each other.
Yeah, ça close like I will, yeah.
Exactly. But pour m'entrer dans soka même, c'est l'aime vin tomber sous Destra, okay? Vous connaissez.
Yeah, Destra, you fuck with this. Yeah.
So, plus m'attendais lui-même, of course, love in genre artist. Parfois, like when you're introducing yourself to a genre, you might find this, okay, this is nice. But when you find an artist that you really like, for me, it's her voice. Then you say, okay, I want to see what else is out there. Then you start seeing Patrice Roberts, then you start seeing Kes, then you start seeing Masha Montano, of course. So that was, let's say, around anywhere between 2012 and 2015. But at the same time, that's when I started appreciating kanaval music.
Okay. From Haiti?
From Haiti.
Okay, yeah.
So in soka, we're going to get power soka, get groovy soka. Get lot tenders too, but this I
c'est plus populaire, spécialement dans la période carnaval, la même période carnaval nous tout.
Exactly. And so, pendant ma temps de power soka, et puis je commencer à apprécier carnaval.
Ayiti,
carnaval, musique, carnaval haïtien. I'm like, this.
Yeah, of course. Haïtien fait soka, ou bien Haïtien fait dancehall reggae dans carnaval surtout.
Dans carnaval.
Yeah,
but it's still very carnaval. Like it's distinctly different.
I think it's the tempo que vous poussez parce qu'en pile majorité jazz yo, even son jazz compas, ou bien moun k'ap fait style ça ou le style King Posse par exemple.
Right.
Li vraiment semblé ça que monsieur a fait dans soka.
Yes.
Peut-être soka aller on petit casse plus vite avec BPM yo, but at the same time sometimes we go hard too with the BPM.
Yeah.
And then li just semblé, ça veut dire mute the voice.
So it started to feel like listening to power soca felt like listening to Carnaval in English. And I was like, that's crazy.
Yeah. So, et c'est ça qui connecte.
Yes.
C'est pour moi tout, ça fait me penser que une conversation que nous avons encore, c'est comment que Master Brain, Kes et Richard gaspillent collaboration.
Mon cher.
Parce que pour moi, une collaboration, ça a été fait in the right time. Il y allait dans le même sens que l'on parlait. Par exemple, qu'est-ce que sensibilité pour musique là nous Richard avec Master Brain certainement une sensibilité pour soka, and it was such a good song.
Yes.
Que arrivé et puis d'ailleurs gaspiller voilà. Bon bref, là tout est ça. But Konya, pour même, est-ce qu'on pensait que par rapport à soka que m'a parlé en connexion, ça veut dire si nous même en Haïti ou bien musiciens haïtiens étaient vraiment voyager sur ça qu'a fait dans Karayib là et collaborer ensemble, we would have a more powerful, m'ka dit, zone de musique. Raison qui fait que me dit zone de musique, because yo du latino-américain qui justement puisé de Porto Rico à Colombie à descendre côté au Sotia et fait musique en espagnol. Ensuite, il y a Europe, il y a américain qui peut-être a fait l'autre genre, mostly hip-hop and things like that. But Karayib, là, tellement de gens là-dedans, comme une région, tellement de gens qui, malgré les similarités, mais il y a pile différences, ces façons que exprimer même dans le lyrique, etc. Est-ce que vous pensez que question pas c'est ça? Est-ce que vous pensez que nous-mêmes en Haïti, nous pas doués considérer nous comme des outsiders de région, while we're trying to emulate whatever is happening in the US, pendant que nous avons vraiment fait des bagailles qui ont un rapport avec zone là.
That I agree. The second part, I think that we should kind of shift our focus to within the Caribbean more. It'll give you a stronger footing, most immediately. Parce que, well, I don't know if you want to go there now.
Yes, go there now.
A genre like Bouyon.
Bouyon, yes.
That's evidence right there.
C'est nous. C'est le même bagage là. C'est rabodaï, non?
It is.
It's the same thing.
Playlist Bouyon, ou t'as parlé de...
Yes.
Playlist là me fait, c'est pour vraiment comprendre Bouyon. So, moi, I did a lot of reading on Bouyon, and I see that it was created in the 1980s. So my playlist goes from the 1980s to like a song that just came out last week. Right now, it's like 8 hours long. I didn't think it would be 8 hours long. But Là, on aller dans section playlist là qui toko 2010, 11, 12, 13. It sounds like Rabodai.
Yeah.
It sounds like of our 2010.
Rabodai.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's the same, kind of things. And then, they speak Creole as well. We speak Creole. So I think the same thing that Konpa seems to have been able to do in previous generations.
Yeah, and the French Caribbean especially, yeah.
Right. That's what we need to be doing. I think what's interesting about Haiti is that, to go back to Kanaval, is that we actually have our own genre that's not a subgenre of soka or a subgenre of another genre of somewhere else in that sense. Because even within soka, we get Virgin Islands, we get Bram, we get St. Kitts and Nevis, we get Wilders, Grenada, Jab.
Yeah.
But they're all from the tree of soka.
Yeah.
And we have Rabodai, which is not from soka, Kanaval, which is not from soka, but similar enough that we can, if we make the right connections.
Of course. It's interesting. C'est premier monde qui a parlé avec, et ça fait une conversation avec vous intéressant, c'est premier monde qui a parlé avec qui ouais Kanaval as a genre.
Yeah.
Pas même quoi, même musicien haïtien réalisé.
It's a genre.
It's a genre on its own.
It's a genre.
The reason why I know that, c'est difficulté que m'te gagné spécialement parce que m'te gagné plaisir carnaval. So when I did plaisir carnaval, et m'te voulais catégoriser chaque carnaval. And then moi venu dans une situation côté que l'homme parle avec des gens qui dit que raison qui fait retirer les carnaval yo merengue, c'est parce que style que musique que t'as pas joué c'était ça les merengue avec swing etc. I was like mais moun yo pas fait ça encore.
Yeah. It has like
yeah.
So in one of my articles, I like to have, in my articles, Elikya's expertise, I have a glossary at the bottom.
Yeah.
And I define, musical terms with my own wording. And the definition I came up with, genre, of course it's based on the real definition, is that a musical genre has expectations for all of the instruments and elements inside of it.
Yeah.
And if you listen to Kanaval, why I call it a genre is consistent enough in sound, but also Kanaval itself has sub-genres. You have a Kanaval that leans more Racine, some that leans more Konpa, some...
And the rap Creole thing to create a whole other style of Kanaval.
Yeah.
Like the King Posses, the original rap stuff, the Barricade, the Walk Fam, and all those bands. That's one of the things that I used to do. Them tell Kanaval, and that's the thing. Easy, funny enough. They tell me pas because I was like, okay, pas un problème. Plaisir Kanaval, we'll définir genre yo. N'a gagné un Kanaval Konpa, n'a gagné Kanaval Rabodai, n'a gagné Kanaval rap créole. Et puis, n'a gagné un carnaval qu'on carré un carnaval variété. Tam carré le carnaval variété, it's like Bello te font carnaval or BIC te font carnaval, you know? And mettez on variété.
Mandela te font.
So, yeah, so m'ka mettez là. But tout l'autre merengue yo. Depuis m'tendé commencement et puis m'jump dans mi-temps, m'gèt capable capter exactement qui style musical lié.
Yeah.
Et pas quoi musicien haïtien jamais réalisé que yo créé tout un autre genre qui.
What's interesting is si a parlé de, like, what's your favorite song, qui musique vous préférez de tel jazz, whatever. If you say, okay, qui carnaval vous préférez?
C'est true.
It's like, what?
True.
Yeah.
True. So it's wow. But now I think aspect business of it, and aspect marketing of the music business, c'est ça qui fait que nous pas vraiment focus sur lui. Parce que at the end, c'est exactement ça que Trinidadien a fait. C'est if we can go back to Trinidad. Yo sorti single qui c'est normal soca, the power soca that we talk about.
Yes.
Qui c'est yo même qui pral jouer dans chaque DJ yo dans pas carnaval.
Yeah.
Which is the same thing that we do, mais nous relève pas nous carnaval.
Exactly. Yeah.
Mais when Marshall Montano do Party, for example, or Bungie do Hard Fet or things like that, musique ça va continuer jouer parce que justement son genre musical que lié toute l'année sans pas forcément focus rester sur une période.
Exactly.
And I think c'est réflexion ça que nous même pas faire comme haïtiens.
Yo pas fait, but dans musique là on attendait, donc dans album équipe.
Oui.
Il y a une musique qui est les Minotem.
Yeah.
M'a dit Shaba.
Yeah.
But I don't know who exactly.
Yeah.
You entre Kanaval.
Oui, là.
Dans mi-temps. So it's like they know it's a sound that you can work with, but if you don't see it as a genre, then you don't know how far you can take it. We don't just have to push Konpa. We have Rabodai, we have Kanaval, we have, so many genres that, and they each have their own purpose.
Because what you said, Elikya ouvri tellement porte que un artiste qui a dit moi c'est Carnaval seulement fait, et sorti tout ton album. Carnaval, si pas dans période Carnaval.
Destro has 16 soka albums. Masha Montano has over 40 albums.
Yeah.
Soka,
yes.
Kess's album is mostly soka, but
the last one.
Yes, the last one.
Of course. And it's mostly the song that he released around Carnival period. Yeah. The last,
Last One Standing.
Yeah. It's a nice album, by the way. So pour moi, c'est difficile. Mais quand il y a ou même qui garde tout, comment pour qu'ils soient pensé que conversation ça est difficile pour faire et pas grand pile monde qui fait conversation ça.
That's a good question. That's sometimes m'a dit ça tant qu'on monde qui aime musique haïtienne pile, but m'a suivre bon, ça y est les industry.
Yeah.
And I'm like, do they see themselves the way we see them?
Yeah.
Or if it's not me exactly, someone from my generation, someone who born and raised in Haiti, maybe that's around my age, how they see them, or someone who represents my generation, born and raised in the United States, but made our own connection with Haiti. We see them a certain way if we truly love our culture, but do they see themselves that way?
I don't think so.
I don't think they do.
Yeah. Even the medias though, like pas quoi que médias ont réalisé how important they are.
Yeah.
And like pushing the culture. When I say pushing the culture, really like entrer dans wall que vous gagnez to really say, okay, pas un problème, this is a good thing, we're gonna promote it, or nous allons l'encadrer pour nous le monter. And that create like problème que nous venons gagner là, dans le sens que ou pas un nouveau jazz, ou bien it's difficile pour nouveau artiste monter, c'est difficile tout pour même public là, accepter something different from an artist.
Yes.
And it's a big problem. C'est même difficile pour public là accepter un bagage différent de même jazz que l'habitué consommer.
Yes.
It make it complicated, but le n'a regardé ça qu'a fait tout dans Karayib là, le n'a regardé par exemple right now, I think nous qu'a peut-être dit que Jamaïque a fait soka sans problème. You collaboré avec artiste soka sans problème.
Yes.
Artiste soka fait dancehall.
Yes.
And it's fine. Like when you listen to, since we were talking about Kes, when you listen to Banga or Kokoti and things like that, yes, you can feel the soca vibe, but it could be a Jamaican vibe as well. Like on artiste jamaïcain qui fait musique ça autant que Kes ta capable de faire. Et I think c'est là que nous devons arriver. Même dans anti qui parle même langue avec nous ou bien qui comprennent nous pas même faire collaboration ça.
Yeah.
Like when you see artists like Kalash or Admiralty or you name whoever else qui nan genre ça Chris ou bien Mr. Sadik or X-Men or those artists. Nous pas chercher kon qui ça ou faire comme un café de bail ensemble.
Right.
Pour nous aller ensemble.
Yeah.
Nous l'arrêter dans pas de problème non. But what I'm saying is just that il y a tellement de variété qu'un café. Je ne pas de Richie vient faire ça. Je ne pas de Ali vient faire ça. Même penser par exemple, Woody Woodboy est à café.
Right.
Vous comprenez? Mika Ben essaie de faire on his last album. Because Mika Ben definitely connect to the Caribbean on his last album.
Yeah, great album. I still listen to that album regularly.
Yeah, it's a great album. Having like Kevin Little, Elephant Man, and Admiralty, Sikenenga, and those artists. C'est connexion ça qu'on a besoin. Mais personne ne va pas le faire. Et pour moi, c'est ça qui t'a capable de non seulement the younger generation a chance to say, okay, I'm going to do something bigger and bring the Konpa in. Because that's exactly, for example, what Joey Dwetfile did.
Yes.
Joey Dwetfile didn't come as a Konpa artist. He make Konpa parce que c'est haïtien, but at the same time, he blend everything that he got from his French influence, the urban scenes, and France and Europe in general. Et puis, boom, look at him right now. Dude is huge, and I'm super happy que moi, lycée, dans top 10 artistes français,
Wow.
que yo pi stream aux États-Unis.
Wow.
And you know how big of a dream it is for a French artist to get to and qui ça fait ça? C'est haïtien qui stream Joey mostly.
Yes.
And it's a good thing. But raison qui fait que le ka fait, c'est parce que li ka mixé genre yo et regarder qui ça que le veut faire.
And we have the internet now. We have social media. You know, sometimes I wonder a lot of things. But sometimes when I see certain things, I'm like, do they know that we're on the same internet as the whole world?
Yeah.
Yes, we use, Haitian TikTok, Haitian Twitter, but there's not an actual Haitian TikTok and an actual Haitian Twitter.
And your algorithm can change from day to day. It's like you like a few Jamaican thing, and then next thing you know, that's all you see. Yeah.
Right. So are artists trying to reach out to some other people, to some other producers, and are they really utilizing the internet as a tool the way it should be used?
I talk to some artists. Mais qui raison que vous bam? Mais d'accord avec you, sens. First of all, a lot of them talk about the language barrier. They talk.
Boy.
I know. He say, hey, parties on toilette. Yeah, you pensez que qu'on language barrier, but at the same time, what they think also is the fact que you pas quoi que public artiste que vous pouvez performer, que vous pouvez collaborer avec eux, a accepté, puisque les gens que vous faites sont majorité gens Konpa.
I disagree. Okay, I
disagree too, but when I come to you, I say, wait a minute. Why do you think they always have a Haitian band na Festival Musique La Dominique?
Yes.
Why do you think there's always a Haitian band na Festival Jazz St. Lucie?
Not only that, if you actually just listen to the music, you can hear what they're trying to sneak the Konpa inside the soka. Sometimes, not all of them. You can hear when they, you say, that's Konpa.
Of course, that's Konpa, yeah. I think Shaggy, I went to that, actually you should go to that music conference. Shaggy has a music conference that he called the Island Music Conference in Jamaica.
Okay.
It's happening in Kingston every February. I think we should go next year. And then he said something very interesting. He said that we need to create, like, okay, we can define the genres, but we need to really create like what we call the Caribbean music movement, where all Caribbean artists could have a platform. He was talking, okay, yes, we have Spotify and those things. They're good for artists. Streaming pays well, but at the same time, it's really hard. Like when you say Afro, like the same thing with Afrobeats. When you say Afrobeats, you say the continent.
Yes.
You're talking about the continent. Even if it's Amapiano or whatever genre and the Afrobeats, you talk about the continent. And when you listening to the music, you don't care about if they've come from Ghana, South Africa, or Nigeria.
Right.
That's what he wanted to create. He wanted to create something like a Caribbean genre type of music. We can name it anything, but it will definitely have all those big head and also the upcoming generation in it. So when you say, oh, it's Caribbean music, it has a sound to it, it has a twist to it.
Here's the other reason why that's important. And I know I mentioned this in a series I'm a part of with someone named Trini Trent. He's a series called Mako Soka. And within that series, there are sub-series. The first sub-series is on Destra, so that's the one I'm a part of.
Yeah, of course, because you're a big fan of Destra, for sure.
Yes. When it comes to people outside of the Caribbean, like people that's in the U.S., they don't even go into all the divisions the way we do.
They don't.
First of all, if you're from the Caribbean, they think you're Jamaican.
Yeah.
Unless they're hearing they're exposed to Haitians.
Yeah.
They hear an accent. They don't know if it's Virgin Islands, if it's Turks and Caicos. They go Jamaican.
Yeah.
And then when they start learning Caribbean music, they think of reggae, maybe dancehall. So it would be good to have it as a Caribbean movement, to Shaggy's point, where all of it is coming instead of trying to go like one by one necessarily. Or even if we do say, okay, we're going to push this for this time and this for another time, but because from the outside, we inside, we know this is this and this is that. But from the outside, they just see Caribbean.
Yes. But also there's another problem. Et par contre, sur ça, since on parle de carnaval, artistes English Caribbean, yo gère ça bien. Dans le sens que Là, on prend des artistes comme Kess, Bonji, Machel, spécialement Machel qu'on y a qui vraiment retourne en activité, ou bien Destra, etc., ou bien Naila Blackman and Skinny Fabulous, those artists.
Skinny Fabulous.
Yeah. Yeah. Yo fait musique yo, but yo get tout ton marché.
Yeah.
Ça veut dire, yo joué dans Kanaval Trinidad, mais yo joué dans Kanaval Jamaïque tout. Yo al Grenade, yo al Sainte-Lucie.
Yes.
So, yo créé ti, m'ka dit, région ça déjà, et pas gen trop de différence. Because it's like, even if it's not the same lineup, but yo gen chance capable faire jump from island to islands, et jouer même musique là.
Yep.
Et leur Grenade, par exemple, even if like Grenada Carnival is so different than all the other carnival, parce que
The Jab.
Justement, the Jab. Mais en même temps, artiste soka ou jeune place sur la donne tout, et il pas comme si déranger personne.
No.
Eh ben c'est dans ça pour nous fourrer tête nous, oui. Enfin, nous même haïtiens.
That's true. Dennery segment is right there.
Of course.
St. Lucia, Bouyon is right there, Dominica.
Yeah, but just imagine, because for me it's like, I have a Jamaican friend. I have a new Jamaican friend. I used to have a Jamaican friend before, so I have a new Jamaican friend. And we were talking about like King Posse. King Posse music is no different than what Buju was doing in the 90s or Shaba was doing in the 90s, right?
It's not.
So it's super easy pour que King Posse ta ka continuer faire musique pour moun sa yo.
Actually, Son King Posse même is a very genius sound because it's ragamuffin, but it's also very Haitian at the same time.
Yeah.
And in the 90s, you know, there was the dance hall influence. And like in soca, Bunji Garland, he does not only raga soca, but he specializes in raga soca.
Yeah.
And then, of course, soca overall and other genres. So what King Posse was doing with raga naval, it's already...
Of course.
Yeah, it's
easy.
right there.
C'est just emballer, exploiter.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Beko diya, par rapport à Bouyon vin pose ton challenge because I think a lot of Haitian in Haiti, spécialement, pas qu'on Bouyon.
Yeah.
Mais Haïtien américain qui voyageait parce que en pile là de aller dans carnaval dans zone ça ou bien ils fréquenter des programmes côté que l'autre DJ qui a joué, ils ont commencé get used, ils ont commencé à introduire à des bouillons et qu'on a réalisé même des DJ haïtiens à fourrer bouillon dans playlist yo.
Yes.
Parce que yo pas vraiment gen pile nouveau rabordai. So your thought on bouillon and est-ce que la take over rabordai là, est-ce que et qui ça rabordai là de faire?
Well, I should ask you that question. Bouillon as a genre I actually really love because Bouillon is exactly style relais. It takes from so many genres. That's why it's easy to captivate anybody. Just very briefly, if you don't mind, Bouillon comes from Dominica. They took their music called Jingping, which is like their traditional music, and Lapo Kabrit. That's what they call it.
Yeah.
And then Cadence Lipso.
Yeah.
Cadence Lipso is a genre that
come from Calypso and soca.
Calypso of Trinidad mixed with cadence of Haiti.
Okay.
That Dominica created years back, cadence Lipso. So all of that is in Bouillon, and then they put Konpa in it, soka in it, and that's why everybody can hear it. So once you hear it, you can see why anyone can gravitate to it because it's already inside of the genre. And then they just might make one song that's more Bouillon soka. Or there's one I'm going to play for you afterwards.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is straight up kanaval. Not even Rabodai, kanaval.
Yeah.
But you di Konpa na musique là, c'est non, kanaval.
Yeah.
So I think that with Rabodai in particular, Bouillon can take over Rabodai if Rabodai does not go back to itself. Because I think for several years now, Rabodai has been kind of like an offshoot of a type of Afrobeats, like the Nigeria high life. Yes, we put our own sounds into it. We put our guitar tracking into it. We bring up the tempo. But between the high life Nigeria and the like Matimba from Angola, that's what led to the Rabodai right now.
Yeah.
But if you look at Rabodai 2010, 11, 12, 13, maybe up until 2014, that was you could say it was a different Rabodai.
It was.
And we can go back to that and bring that forward and, add other elements too.
Yeah.
Because overall, if someone hears what we're calling Rabodai right now, and I've had this experience, I show it to somebody, it's like, how is this different from Afrobeats? Besides tempo, that's the first thing you point out.
Maybe it's the matimba. Maybe it's that source that we have. It's like it's like a big part of the sound identity of the common Rabodai that we used to have now, like the B-mix Rabodai, the Tony mix, the call mix, or the DJ bullet or things like that.
Right.
But I think also when you listen to Logi Baby,
yes,
he did something original.
Yes, he did.
In my opinion.
I agree.
So
I agree. I agree. And I would even go as far as to say, to me, when you're talking about like Rabodai that's being made right now, one of the more brilliant ones to me is, as far as the sound, Plié.
Wait, Plié, yes.
When I listen to it, like, not just enjoying it, but actually listening to what's going on in the music.
Cito is a genius.
And it's like, okay, this is where you could say that can even be a blueprint for where Rabodai can go.
Definitely.
Because one thing they can't beat us with, that I think so far, is the energy that we have. I think even in the voice, because if you listen to someone like African,
yes.
That kind of voice.
They don't have that. They
don't have that. Tony Mix's actual voice.
Of course, Tony Mix,
Not just his presence, whatever, but his actual voice, the way we use voice, or even someone like Freshla, who does a more singing version, but the way it's a voice that the voice itself commands you to move on top of the music.
True.
And then, of course, the only difficulty might be that Rabodai is very based on slogans and, call and response. It's interactive.
And I think this is a weakness.
Yeah, because you have to already know it to enjoy the song.
Enjoy it. Yeah.
So they would have to format it
because
as
when you say, wow, we know what, okay, if I don't know, okay, wait, okay, Pete shower, okay, wait, what should I say,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's, one aspect they can look at. But as far as like the musical elements, keep the concept of the solo, the solos on the songs, all that stuff. Because even Bouyon, you see them having
just solo now.
Solos and their stuff.
Yeah.
So it's not, I wouldn't say that Bouyon will take over. I think if Rabodai doesn't have like a Rabodai meeting amongst themselves, then yes, it will. But it's not too late.
I think they should definitely emulate a lot of Bouyon artist strategies, because right now you see like Bouyon is going to the French Caribbean, and those artists from the French Caribbean are exporting Bouyon to Europe. And if it go with France, it will go to Africa too.
Yes.
So, wout ça que artiste m'ka di Martinique, Guadeloupe en particulier a fait avec Chita and Bouyon.
Chita,
all right? Nous-mêmes, problème que je pense que nous te jouons, puisque nous n'avons nos 70 ans qu'on passe, c'est distribution. Ça veut dire qu'il y a des artistes qui produisent de chefs-d'œuvre, et bien, il y a personne qui peut faire au marché. Mais qu'on y a avec Internet, là, avec les labels qu'on y a, qui pas forcément existent as majors, mais qui justement fait des publishing deals avec des artistes, nous devons chercher un gens pour nous montrer, hey, wait a minute. Pour que c'est ça, pour moi, je bon ça, pour que nous-mêmes nous capables de briver. Je pense que c'est route ça que un pile d'artistes Bouyon a fait, because Karayib, on t'a regardé en statistique. En pile dans île dans Karayib yo, il y a beaucoup plus de monde qui vivent dans diaspora que habitants la caillon. Like, il y a plus de monde Barbade dans diaspora que monde qui vivent Barbade.
Wow.
Il y a plus, I think, like, for example, there's millions, like, 1.5 million Jamaïcains qui vivent en dehors de Jamaïque. Alors que Jamaïque deux fois plus petit que Haïti. Et nous, ça veut dire nous gagnons à peu près même quantité de diaspora avec eux. Alors que nous-mêmes, nous 12 millions nous-mêmes.
Right.
So I think like somehow, diaspora islands c'est biggest ambassador de musique à travers le monde.
Absolutely.
And the fact que you c'est des petits îles, you pas grand pile monde, you ka facilement gérer ressources que vous gagnez et puis diaspora lui-même take over. Dans le sens comme si Là, regardez, ou un pays 12 millions d'habitants, ou et tout département ça, pour réaliser que tout va fait dans Port-au-Prince. Et puis, vous sentez que, oh, il y a une partie dans le pays qui pas forcément représenté dans ça qu'a fait là en général. Like when you see Konpa music, ou pas une pièce gros monde qui dans musique là qui sorti Jérémy, qui sorti Jacques Mel, qui sorti you can name it. Tout le monde sorti dans Port-au-Prince là ou bien majoritairement avec au Cap, c'est le nord avec l'ouest. Mais qu'on y aime parce que si nous arrivons dans une situation côté que nous réalisons que son gros pays et nous ouvrir à des potentiels, je suis certain que peut-être si gain structure, gain ressources pour des jeunes petits bureaux à faire abordage, il y a comment pas avec de bureaux abordage. Si gain des ressources pour petits monde qui par contre non bombardement police a fait Konpa, il a venir avec bon Konpa.
Yeah.
And then qu'on y a diaspora lui même qu'on y a doit exporter les problèmes que nous gain dans diaspora pas nous en tout. Et me parler de ça par rapport à ou même qui tout est adventiste. C'est parce que en pile dans monde dans diaspora foi chrétienne yo pas permettre que vous pousser musique là.
Right. And it's your own culture.
It's your own culture.
Yeah.
And that's a problem. Que pour moi, l'autre island que nous parlé là, qui a une grosse quantité de diaspora de yo, pas gagné. Of course, ou a toujours une foi chrétienne ou etc. Mais il y a une grande majorité de monde qui balance bagay yo.
Yeah.
Ça veut dire I can always be Christian, but m'pral wè Tibere Samon moi-même.
Right.
Boudjou, Vibes Cartel Areda, I'm going. M'pral fait 2 Barclays Center back to back.
Right.
Because it's my culture. But ici, non, pas aller, etc. Et pour moi, c'est chiffre ça dans la mentalité pour moi dans la diaspora qui fait que musique nous peut-être pas arriver plus loin. Donc on y a pour me tourner dans ça me tape dit nous pas un canal côté que nous ca exporter musique là. Et spécialement la France, mais l'Europe en général, tu prends London, Paris, Belgium, Germany, pour me citer ça ou seulement, c'est de gros hub musical que oui.
Okay.
So si ou saute une musique qui passe la France, ou gagne sur toute Afrique francophone dans tout au moins. Like Bénin, Côte d'Ivoire, Sénégal, pour citer ça ou seulement.
And they also have their people in France itself
Justement,
too. So I can see why it easily translates.
It's super easy. That's pour moi that's what make Kassav en fait.
Okay.
Because they have that channel of distribution que nous-mêmes nous pas gagner.
That's a really good observation. Yeah.
Et n'a toujours été parce que le problème c'est que au lieu nous cherchons place sous table ça, nous bal vague, nous faisons porte sur lui.
Because everybody wants to be.
Justement, like right now, everybody wants to have a future with Joey. But wait a minute, Joey travaille 6 ans pour arriver là.
Right.
Quand on t'est là, Joey t'a travaillé pendant 6 ans. Ou t'es doué dans même room dans tout somehow. Ou bien on t'est des portes là. So when the doors open so you can get in. Et Joey pour qu'on parle pas qu'à faire feature à tout le monde, il pas qu'à produire tout le monde, il pas qu'à buy tout le monde deal distribution because he has his own career to take care of. Et ça aussi des bagages que nous besoin et l'on parler de l'autre artiste, l'on regarder tout par exemple pour nous parler de artiste soka yo. They go to Toronto a lot. West Montreal, the reason why is just because there's a bigger Caribbean population in Toronto.
Yes.
Le comme ça, il vient facile pour que you exporte festival you gain diaspora
London even.
London of course.
Yes.
They have the Notting Hill Carnival.
Yes.
Que nous-mêmes nous pas gagner. It's conversation ça.
I will say this though. If and when, or hopefully when, we do it, this is my own observation. I don't know if other people will agree when they see this, but it really has to be a collective. It has
to be collective.
I don't know if you know like the music of St. Lucia called Dennery segment.
Yeah.
So around 2017, 2018, Dennery segment took a very big presence in soca. But particularly because of an artist and producer named Moto. So when you hear Dennery segment, you hear Moto. Unlike when you hear Bouyon now, you don't just hear one person.
Yeah.
You see Little Boy, you see Trilogy, you see Signal Band, you see Rio, Ridge, so many. And that's how we would have to do it. It can't be just one person. We would have to come, because I think that's a difference between like when I look at, okay, how come Bouyon got this kind of presence, but Dennery did not. It did it for an amount of time, but not like this.
Yeah.
And it's because one is associated with just one
person, yeah.
Primarily. And he featured with other people, but Bouyon is like, you can listen to an entirely different artist than who I like, even just in regular conversation before you get deep into it.
Yeah.
And so when we export Rabodai the way we need to, it can't just be X person or Y person.
Justement, et pour moi, c'est ça qui est problème, because I remember when we had that conversation on Twitter, tout le monde a dit, oh, Ayiti pas de bon, c'est pour ça que pas d'inspiration, etc. I get that. But at the same time, I think c'est parce que vous pas collaborer ensemble encore.
Yeah.
There's no collaboration between them. There's no way que ou pas qu'à produire ou bien ou pas qu'à produire dans le même niveau, parce que encore une fois, gens là on pas prendre au sérieux. And for me, it's like I'm toujours dit Tony has a big potential, but at the same time, Tony still voulait être DJ entertainer que lui est, alors que pour moi, he could be the one bringing everybody together. He has the influence, he has the voice, and he has the audience. So, si Tony décide de faire un album Rabodai, mais vraiment rentrer dans le studio, find songwriters.
But even that, what you said, album Rabodai.
Yeah.
How many can we say exist?
I was expecting the Andy Beats to give us one.
I said, oh, okay, one Rabodai song from someone that, okay, all right.
But I talked to him. He realized that he was a, I'm not saying a bad move. I think he said like, he wanted to show different side of him as a producer.
Well, we can hear that in... we can hear it. Okay, you can develop a Rabodai album that shows your different sides as a producer by incorporating other genres into an album that, like, the skeleton is Rabodai. I'm going to go into Konpa really quick.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't realize. People think that Zafem's album is what it is only because, we were waiting on them for so long.
Yeah, no.
It incorporates so many genres around the world into the structure of Konpa.
A lot. Yeah, that's the genius of Denea. Denea would never do something like basic.
Exactly.
And for me, c'est rigueur ça que un pile l'artiste pas bay tête yo. I think un pile là de ou la gen bouille vidéo because you get perception que attention spend moun yo pas en pile encore. We need to do it quick. We need to do a song for TikTok. Est-ce que la gon challenge? Est-ce que la gon dance? You can still do that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if you're a musician creating, you need to do something different.
Yeah.
Hey, sous table ça, maybe we can have another conversation on Twitter eventually about it. I have one artist.
Okay.
Que m'tendez ça que le pral remettre. Actually, deux artistes.
Okay.
Deux artistes que m'tendez ça que le pral remettre. They did a really good job. And album ça a sorti en van et a fini. And Leo sorti, I will tweet you and say, did you listen to this? Remember the conversation that we had on the show?
Okay.
And then you will tell me no. Because gen moun ki ka ose, men gen moun ki just pa vle ose.
Yeah.
Because you pense que they're gonna lose their business, they're gonna lose their fans, etc. Mais problème nan c'est que si ou non situation côté que c'est réinventer tête ou qui pour sauver ou faut faire.
You have to. But that's also where the importance of media and journalism comes into. When we recognize certain kinds of projects, something has to call us to highlight it.
That's a problem. And we lack that in the community.
Yeah.
Pas gen ça du tout.
It's only a handful of people that you can name.
Pas même vraiment. En pile là-dedans, yo pas même prend temps pour apprécier. And that's the problem. Like, si son trend, dans le sens comme si, par exemple, Zafem, si ou pas parler de Zafem ou pas bien views, so everybody's talking about Zafem.
Right.
Et puis ensuite, pendant ce temps, Sanders made a great album.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's a trend, and this is not causing like fanatic or anything like that.
Yeah.
Because my favorite band is actually Disip. I'm gonna say.
Oh, that. Yeah, you always say that.
Disip,
yeah.
Okay. But when I heard Class's album, And I'm like, even if you want to have the conversation where they say the elephant of the room when it comes to class, are they giving the same thing? Even if you want to have that conversation, you know, you still have to talk about what the album is. And I was not seeing that anywhere.
No one realized que un peu le monde pense que Richie a fait même bagaille, but maintenant des arrangements qui fait sur album ça, it's so different.
Exactly. And Léo parler des classes is just blah 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 shit. It's like, who do we have to actually get into the music and talk about the music?
Yes. And make people really pay attention to the music. Because for me right now it's like we don't have music influencers. We don't have media that really promote the music and make people pay attention to the music.
Yeah.
Even DJs, they have the same playlist.
Yes.
And I think one of the last two we do here, I mentioned we did it was in the pre-recorded when I said that. We did pre-recorded the two video here. Yes. In the pre-recorded. So since it was pre-recorded et nous pas de passer, so qui me dit ça me dit.
Okay.
What I was saying is K9, Bullet, to name those artists, those DJs, they're the one keeping Medji and Impossible alive. Qui fait que si Medji ka retourner là, c'est un coup le pas déplacé, they play a big role at it because yo joué majorité programme jeunesse là, les tap, les ceci, les cela, they always play an Impossible song.
Okay.
It's like Medji par exemple qui te mine au moins quantité jeune moun sa qui vinn dans programme Bullet avec K9 en particulier. And they had you te gon live que te kon jouer by vider les lieux etc. C'est même bagay là. But guess what? They had that live from Gracia Delva qui te mêlé as well que yo joué. Meaning that en pile moun pas forcément besoin kon Gracia, but they know the song. So si yo te kon Gracia, they will have that same connection they have with Medji now with Gracia as well. Et DJ yo pour moi pas fait job ça qui c'est promote musique là.
Right. Yeah, a lot of them they're just focused on like playing the hits of the moment.
The hits of the moment and just fell. And also they have that responsibility as well.
Yes.
Par exemple, musique autant de cap marché, c'est créer ou créer, find a way to put it in your mix. You never know.
Or break a song.
Yeah.
You can, like, I know that when you talk about like hip hop, the DJs of those times in the previous generation, maybe not now, they used to break music. Like, I believe in this song on this album, I will play it and I will be a part of making it, you know, become what it will become.
But it's so interesting. Par exemple, so dire, là pour musique, m'pa konse wal dans programme DJ ou bien kon wè DJ a jouer musique évangélique. They're playing Haitian gospel songs.
Oui.
Qu'on y a pour qu'ils soient pas rajon l'autre musique qu'on parle.
Bon, yeah.
You know, débloqué pour you. All right, fine. The song is good. All right, no problem. Mais the thought process qui fait que fourrel non set DJ, non programme Le Monde, non club, on a boire alcool, il a fumé chicha, etc.
Mais après ça, il va laguer Kemba
It should be the same thought process qui vous dit, okay, wait a minute, there's this song from that album.
Exactly.
Let me put it on the on my set too.
Exactly.
Mais il va faire. But vous connaissez parler de Konpa justement. Vous faites 2 pièces sous classe avec disciple.
Yes.
Yes, all right. Parlez nous cas de qui ça qui dans article ça.
Okay, disciple not so much. The first one is BJ West qui était keyboardiste disciple, qui était là gon album.
Yeah.
Dans même époque là, Cadillac avec the Gin la album. Yeah. BJ West is a producer. Yeah. He's not trying to, he's actually in the US Army. He's not even trying to form a band. He's just someone creative. He just drops an album. Yeah. Cadillac and Bijin are performing, you know, so they have a band that you're besoin gérer. So, le m'attendais de album ça yo, just from my own curiosity. M'di gon différence qui fait laisser un producteur qui a fait un album just pour montrer créativité. Et puis laisser un artiste commercial
qui a fait pour le cas jeune gig.
Exactly. So, c'est ça qui est article là, et servi de album ça yo pour explain the differences in that. Et puis deuxième album, deuxième article là, which is, you can say it's 3 because that's one and then it's 2 class articles. C'est pour nous garder album class la même. Première partie c'est okay, how did we get to this point? Why is this album so controversial?
Yeah.
Why is it polarizing?
Yeah.
You know, qui sa classe représente dans business là? Qui réponse classe got for each album that they drop? You know, Fel vini avant to Fel like tout cœur, but then Ritnaliu, things got tricky.
Yeah.
You know, and now we're with My Painkiller.
Yeah.
What has been the experience of class in the business? Has the critiques been too hard? Have they been fair? And then deuxième partie c'est actually song by song.
Of course. This is good. And anything en première, ou j'en vais équipe moi-même très intéressant. What do you prefer? Of course, you're a music producer as well. Est-ce que vous pensez que trop commercial tue créativité?
I think I think we had an artist, and unfortunately I have to say had because he's not here with us. He understood it very well. And parfois je parle avec mon ami qui sont producer DJ too, Joe Soundtrack. Nous qu'on parler, you know, just our thoughts. I think the artist that really had it down to a science to maintain creativity at all times and be very commercial was Mika Ben.
Sure.
He just understood it. We love into our commercial, it does weaken the music because we rely on what you know already works. But bagay ki gen na music is that it's feeling, it's emotion. So if you said, I love you like I love mangoes, and that moves me a lot, and next time you say, I love you like I love strawberries, you know, it's okay, you're trying to pull on the same emotion, but it's not the same thing.
True.
Because you're not changing it enough. But at the same time, you know, Jean-Mic expliqué dans l'article, it is music business. So, gen business pi yo gérer, this is where bringing in other musicians come in. This is where bringing in other writers so that you have the colors of other people, but you have your identity, that's your business, but then the music aspect, you know, you take on different sounds. You don't want to sound too far from yourself, you know, meaning that we would not... Bon, ça c'est une blague différente là. L'autre jour, t'as dit, imaginez Anthony Drew qui a chanté Bouye. You know?
That would be funny.
Right. So you wouldn't want something that's like, okay, why are you doing this?
Yeah.
But at the same time, because when you're an artist, when you're a musician, you're creative. So you have access to, music is not a tangible thing, but you have the access to the same amount of notes and the same possibilities of rhythms as any other musician.
Yeah, of course. But I think also we can name 2 albums qui sorti en 2023 qui fait ça, qui balance pour moi commerce avec créativité. We talk about Zafem. I think Zafem album is as commercial as creative.
Yes.
Et Denner connaît exactement, par exemple, c'est que Denner connaît exactement, ok, pas un problème. On va faire le plein, on va faire de l'eau douce.
Yes.
Et puis après ça, on va le trip.
But even dans de l'eau douce.
Yeah.
Il fait ça au Karayib Konpa Guyad. Il va faire tout pour 5 ans.
Yes.
You still feel like
yes.
it's him.
Of course.
Kind of like acknowledging the fact that that style exists.
Of course.
But il pas.
Yes, of course, definitely, and then dernier trip, and les bons super créatifs, et le marché, sous ce commercial là, Medya.
Yes.
Medya said, fuck it.
Yes. Yes.
You know?
And that's why that was the only album that could stand in that same year.
Justement.
That's why.
Et pour moi, c'est ça, and now, ouais, succès, monsieur. Of course, ou ka peut-être choisi plusieurs éléments pour expliquer succès, monsieur. He was already big, Impossible was huge, blah, blah, blah. But that album, c'est montrer que un artiste capable de dire, où est-ce passé? Qui t'aime faire ça, me fait? Qui t'aime fait musique parce que musique c'est un bagage qui est capable de relate to everyone.
Yes.
Ou capable de musique ça même pas non ba ou bien ou capable de musique là mon ka souke tête ou quand même ou ka danser sur ou ka danser sur lui. So avec tout process ça Meji was like let me do something and he did it. Il fait 2 ans absent même si c'est pas comme si 2 ans il te voulait faire absent parce que je pensais que monsieur te voulait tourner sur scène plus bonheur que ça. But at the same time, l'album n'a été frais. He's touring, selling out the theater at Madison Square Garden, 5,000 people. This is huge. Et tout ça vient avec un album qui pas allé dans tendance commerciale.
No, but it doesn't. But it's very Meji. But when you listen to some of the things he did in the songs, there's one song I can't remember it off the top, but I pointed it out on Twitter before. It touched on not a mapiano as in the genre, but like the log drum, the sound that they use, but inside like of a Haitian rara.
Prudent. The song is prudent.
Stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's fresh. It's refreshing.
It's super fresh.
It's local and it's also like, okay, mapiano is coming out. I'm going to tap into it without totally making it a mapiano song.
Even the song with Kenny, Bad Girl.
Yes.
And he patienté or things like that.
Yeah,
he look, monsieur just fait like qui te montre nous ça me café le pas sous scène n'a joué chaque week-end. I think that was the thought process que lié puis il ragué ça et qui pas juste la album pour le dire enjoy just that. He didn't promote it, he didn't do no media promo, no interview, nothing. Meaning like succès commercial c'est pas ça t'a cherché.
Right.
Et les faits et pour moi c'est exactement ça que nous besoin plus. Nous besoin que OK artiste qui toujours dit pas un problème, m'gè son la ria, m'gè dis, m'gè dat, m'gè slogan, m'gè featuring, m'gè dis, m'gè dat because you see like right now is the thought process. Qui featuring qui dur m'gè qu'on y
And that's another problem, honestly. It's okay, ma oui, ma c'est dit la créole même. Quand on danse, depuis on moun fò bagay qui marché,
tout le monde répète, yes. Yeah.
And raison que fait premier a marché is because it was new and it was different.
Yeah.
So the public does always want something new and different. But it gets old when everybody
look.
And then moi-même qui remon pour ça, yes, you can find a way to merge it. But you know, you lost me because I love you like this, but now you're trying to be Cadillac and Beijing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mais c'est ça. Talking about Cadillac and Beijing, this morning I made a comment on the show pour me dire que oui, d'accord, parce que quand pile duo dehors, bel duo, bel bagay. But filles et garçons pas obligés de chanter de l'amour seulement.
Exactly. I did hear when you say that.
You know, what about a good vibe song, you know? Comme si, let's have fun.
Yes.
Filles garçons, bah on est moi-même. But we always make it about like love, chérie moi mon, ou qui t'aime, c'est coupable, ou pas bon. What? You know, and for me, like, for example, shout out to Zé. Zé did a song called Pa Occupé Yo with it was Pa Occupé, Alex. Yeah, with Alan and Nia singing together.
Okay.
It was a fun song. C'est toujours relation fille-garçon, mais c'est pas l'amour, c'est pas déclaration l'amour, ni tristesse, ni chagrin.
Right. Because we have other aspects. First of all, not only with fille-garçon, but in general, we have other aspects of life too.
Of course.
You know,
so Dieu pas obligé. Par exemple, like, the réflexion ça vient because I love to play fresh music on my show. Et then moi réaliser, OK, pas un problème. Get 2 duos Vanessa Désiré là dans moment.
Okay.
One with Anthony Drew, one with Pashu on Gabel's album.
Yes.
Et Anya let go Anthony Drew na mainly.
Oui.
I was like, okay, Richel gen, Oswald, Class,
Yes.
Kai.
Yes.
Mais c'est même sujet.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute.
Valeur was a little different.
Valeur is a little different.
Yes.
Yeah, but
Après ça, même bagay. Yeah. It's an argument.
yeah, moi mon parent même, sou pa gen l'amour jeté ou big up Richard. We love you. But no.
Yeah.
fait des bagages qui différents et c'est vous capable et en plus comme ça pour moi en pile là dedans pour moi un bon duo doit en pile poésie si on parler de l'amour. You know like faut vraiment comme si me sentir que son bagage tant avec toi et comment vous avez dit oui avec comment avant toi je n'avais rien.
Yes.
Things like that.
Yes.
So, ouais, mal dans musique française là quoi. Son bagage constamment vite en dé. By the way, you have a podcast for Dimunio ça and you do some you put some clips on your YouTube channel.
Yes.
We interview people, we fait des bails comme ça.
Yes.
Donc parlez nous cas de ça parce que faut que nous attendre l'autre réflexion qu'on fait et lit tout article que vous créez.
I appreciate that. The first I want to shout out a podcast I'm a part of, which is Mako Soka. As I mentioned, it's done by Trini Trent, qui vive
Trinidad.
Yeah, Trinidad même. And na Mako Soka livre touche sur un pile bagay ki gen pour ak soka, artiste, discography, but premier série te lancé or sub-series, c'est sous Destra Garcia. So, moi participer là-dedans. Moi pas seulement parler de musique Destra. Nous analyser toute musique Destra, but we also look at it from like gender and, you know, women in music and also age, you know, when she reaches a certain age and all the things that might have played a role in her music. And then, of course, whenever I can, I come in with not only music knowledge and music as education, but chaque fois moi gen chance pour m'fouiller Ayiti dans Konvèsasyon tout fait.
Yeah.
So, gen ça. Gen Black Power Talks, which is from Black Power 96.3 FM LP in St. Petersburg, Florida. Ça c'est une institution of the Uhuru movement qui Salim Palada as much as before, but I come in from time to time. That's a lot
already.
Yes. I come in from time to time. We were able to interview people before they're going to show you like Good Morning Africa. So they get just interview Kes on the phone.
Yeah.
They get just interview Mika Ben, Dine Sayid, Destra.
Yeah.
And
I think I saw the Dine Sayid clip.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they get nous toi, but c'est moi qui te that was Caribbean period. So let nous tap check different moun pour nous interview. You know, they're looking for local people, and I said we have to bring some Caribbean artists on.
Yeah.
And ça son l'autre bagay too. That
when they think about Caribbean, you believe Ayiti. That's what you think.
Ça c'est ça, that's definitely one. Depuis moi on qui dit Caribbean party, Caribbean fête, déjà qu'on Ayiti. But some women dit is that there may be some people that are in places that's trying to reach out to these artists. Are our artists responding?
C'est vrai.
Okay.
En plus, l'artiste, il n'y a pas même un website, il n'y a pas répondre DM, il n'y a pas personne qui a fait social media management pour eux.
Let me tape écrit actually all three of those articles. Depuis citer nos artistes pour première fois, moi link website yo. Our artists, Instagram. Je dis bon, si Instagram campé,
oui.
What else do you have?
Of course. They have nothing. They have no website. They have nothing. Even the website or the email address linked to the website is not working parce que c'est pour un ancien manager or something like that. There's no structure.
So it's stuff like that.
Okay. So you've been doing all those things.
I've been doing all those things.
Now, Kitimado.
Yes.
And all those things, justement, related to Caribbean music without Haiti. Qui sont pensés que médias nous yo, influenceurs nous yo, ka apprendre de ça l'autre général gagné in terms of media presence and media promotion.
Yes, I moi toujours penser everything goes back to how you see yourself. Donc moi on nous dit album class là que moi écrit sur lui. Oui, article moi en anglais. But so moun ka dit wow, écrit en anglais ouais comme ça. But how many other articles are written on any album, not even just Class's album.
Yeah.
How many articles do we have written? I know that, you know, with this platform, they do that. So I'm excluding it for now.
Yeah.
How many, you know, media forces have either the knowledge or access to people with the knowledge to, you know, really dive in? If you don't want to go all the way musical, if you want to just go cultural or what the band represents or what the artist represents, we have to see ourselves. on m'a qui t'a influencé en pile, c'est like, you know, people them days into regarder VH1 en pile. They go series, I love the 80s, I love the 90s. And I was really young watching that. And they just had like people talking about their reaction when Michael Jackson Thriller first came out. And Tina Turner, and you know, just certain things. So my guy ntap apprendre through watching I love the 80s, I love the 90s, or whatever it is. I love the 70s. We don't have, I think this generation now can be the generation to bring certain information. Let me regarder interview, yon pile bagay c'est parce que moun nan konel qui fait just dit, but il pas écrit aucun côté.
True.
So it's actually hard to even find information.
Yeah,
to bring
especially
to
now, Nuna age AI, where those AI train you avec des informations. Si information que y a traîné à yo pas accurate, just imagine que sa prochaine génération pour le connaître when source yo c'est pour l'AI.
Exactly.
Because longtemps, enfin, jusqu'à qu'on y a m'ka dit, ouais, m'ka dans longtemps à cause AI là. If you go on Google, parce que Google was the search engine que nous-mêmes nous qu'on utilisait, nous joignent des links que nous cliquons sur des websites. But right now, of course, AI can toujours by source li, mais faut que website là exister.
Right.
But at the same time, there's data, information que you train AI you avec li qui pas forcément accurate. Because remember, us Haitians or maybe us Caribbean, we're not in those rooms training those AI.
Yeah.
So those AI pas forcément comprennent réalité, nous comprennent contexte nous et comprennent histoire nous. So, spécialement dans la musique, nous pouvons célébrer 70 ans qu'on parle là, qu'on y a. J'en dis, pas une pièce review sous majorité gros album qui sorti, pas une pièce et bagay qui écrit pour dire, c'est vrai qu'il y a des livres qui écrit, etc., mais qui vraiment capable de bagay que tout le monde d'accord sur lui, because a lot of those things you're biaisé, because c'est un monde qui écrit parce que moi j'aime tel jazz, ou bien, ou des sous date, ou bien, ou même sous ta vle écrit, mon pas qu'à écrire sur tout jazz.
Right, exactly.
Tu comprends, nous pas qu'à écrire sur tout album, t'as supposé justement ou même you do your thing, you have your own blog, you're doing your thing, but at the same time there's some media qui c'est job yo ça pour faire. If you go on billboard.com or even Rolling Stone or those big music media, yo gagné archives a yo. You get photo, you get video, etc. So now how can we Haitian mette histoire par nous, notamment dans la musique là, online as well. So when in 5 ans, when AI become a tools qui nan point tout, ou bien qu'on ka just taper puis un hologramme monter, ou bien you get it everywhere, can definitely have those information et diffuser pour que knowledge là li capable rester. Mais qu'on a si pas gain yo li pas ka répondre, mais ça gain yo tout faut que nous capable vérifier pour regarder est-ce que yo correct.
Right.
You know, like I don't know if you saw that someone demandé DeepSeek si li kon Karel et puis il dit que Karel fait les organes and things like that.
I did not see that, but I also know that you're not from Ilgan.
That was hilarious.
Okay.
So, and that's the thing. And puis il mette quoi Karel Joseph for my comme ça. He change my name, change my place of birth, change my date of birth as well. Mais on y a un monde qui croit dans AI, j'ai fermé. Ils vont devoir la faire sous Karel, c'est ça le mettre dans l'examen.
And do they have something else to check it against?
That's the thing. They do, but like in my case, they do. But what I'm trying to say is like that if that person had pas de moyen pour double check pièce information, la prend le jeu fermé. Et pour moi, c'est ça qu'on va parler. Nous besoin plus médias, plus influenceurs qui intéressent à la musique là.
Yeah.
And also like one time someone called me and was like, "Do you know some Haitian music scholars?" Do you know? Do you know?
No, I don't know.
Pour qui ça ne pas qu'à gagner some Haitian music scholars?
And that's why I keep going back to this question, because identity is a very important thing to me, and I try to infuse that in everything. But really, how you see yourself informs everything. Right now, si on moun vle li de R&B, you'll find articles for days, books on jazz, blues, country, everything. We do not have that.
Yeah. But we're talking about, I see your shirt party. Marshall Montano went to school to study soka.
to study carnival.
Carnival, yes, soka and carnival, yes, carnival, yes.
Yes.
So where do we go to learn and to study Haitian music?
Yeah.
Where do we go? Kout nan ale.
Well,
Ça n'a fait.
that's where the legends or the older generation, they have a responsibility too.
True.
They have a responsibility to the same genre that they contributed to when they were creating, that they benefit from, of course, as far as lifestyle. But now you have a responsibility to it.
Of course. And it's important. One of the things qui te une raison qui fait que me non fait conversation ça tout c'est parce que par exemple il fait qu'a parler musique là.
Yes.
How do you feel about that?
Oh man. I definitely would like to see more for sure. Bon, ki j'aime ka répondre ça non façon qui bien cool. Moi c'est grand partie là dans ce kilti nous gagne. And il pas obligé, like what I'm about to say may not be all the way correct, but this is my observation. I think that there's a tendency sometimes because of the cultures that we're raised in or the environment that we're raised in, a lot of women pull back. You know, they retreat because sometimes it's the way men interact with us, but also it's like, you know, they would just rather be more in the background or not share their opinion, or when we start to share our opinion and men start to challenge us, we back down from it. Yeah. No, I studied this just like you studied this. I'm going to move forward. If I learn something new, good. But I am a woman putting this out there, but I'm not putting out woman things. Like it's not a women article.
Yeah, of course.
You know, it's just that I'm a woman, but I'm also studying this stuff actively. My brain is just very much as studied or as knowledgeable as the next person. So we definitely need to have more women who, if they're interested in this and passionate about this, and if they are musicians or music producers or just journalists, to take on the courage, or as my social media name is bravery everywhere. You know, to say that I'm going to stand by the work that I'm putting out. I believe in myself and the quality of my work. And whatever that comes with, if people want to ignore me or if people want to try to debate with me, that I know they would not have that debate with somebody else if somebody else said it. It comes with it, but I'm going forward anyway.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I think il est vraiment important. And I wish que ou ta gagné plus, puisque je sens que Haïtien c'est ou lié, but at the same time you got more attention but more resources talking about like other genre in the Caribbean than our own music.
Yes.
So do you attend Haitian events?
Yes, I do. Not all the time, but from time to time.
Yeah.
I'm just picky and particular in person. Some things I don't attend anymore. They go to Google check.
Yeah.
And that was good for me because at that time I was not writing anything. Okay. But I was just getting into the culture and seeing the bands right in front of me, seeing Jaku, DC, Class, everybody just, right in front of me. Of course, I've been to a few Konpa Fest. I went to Karayib reunion. Yeah. So I go to certain things.
Are you going to Medya's?
Am I going? I don't know yet.
You should. You can't miss Medya though.
I know.
It's so different.
Yes.
Than anything que nous gagnons sur marché. Like. Okay. M'pa m'ka expliquer au monde ça because m'ka di ouais son concert qu'on aller mais il pas semble à Karimi.
Yes.
Et m'ka it's unique.
From the videos I've seen, even though it's in a big space, it still feels more intimate.
Super intimate.
Yeah.
Super intimate because it's only him on stage, pas gen lot distraction. Ati musicien yo just in the back, sometimes in the shadow. Pas même ouais yo, et puis it's him delivering whatever que le gagne comme music and performance.
We'll look into
It's a really great experience.
Okay.
It's a really great experience. So Konya, Elikya expertise.
Yes.
Ap kontinue. Est-ce que son bagay qu'on voulait faire régulièrement? Sou qui ça va écrire encore? Qui ça va capable expecter?
Elikya's expertise. Well, first of all, see, that's a big title. That's a big responsibility. But I did that on purpose, you know, because it makes me come correct. You know, if I'm calling it expertise, I have to show why. I don't back on it, like how frequently I can do it yet, because sur moun li article where they are very they're very deep, and it's like presentations on their own. So c'est pas bagay m'ka di chaque mois m'a plage on. It takes time to do, but I do know what I want to do next. Moi vle fè yon sou maestro Ali La Rivière, particularly his songwriting.
Yes.
And the way he marries certain words inside of his melodies.
Yeah.
Que les lot moun, I'll give this much. Parfois les lot moun ap fè musique, you know, melancholic or whatever, you just say, okay, depuis wap playing, c'est Ali.
Ali, yeah.
Not necessarily. Yon jan, gren mot ki pral kembo lan, i bien placé nan mélodie a. So,
c'est ça que fait monsieur c'est King playing alors.
Donc on a dit ouais fatigué. Okay, be fatigué. So you feel like
ou fatigué. You're right.
As opposed to l'autre musique moi aimé en pile ou pour comme.
Yeah, ouais pour comme.
Ouais, moi pour comme.
Oui.
Pas tellement an emotional word, but fatigué is an emotional word.
Pourquoi on pas forcément exprimer loneliness là?
Yes.
Parce que c'est corps qui moi.
Exactly.
You're right.
Arlie does that very well.
Yeah.
You know, another one that I want to write about. These are the next two. I don't know when, but I know that, you know, they're already in process. I want to go into Freshla. Why this?
Yeah, Freshla.
His use of, because in Haitian culture, we already speak in innuendo. Gen bagay nou di, nou pran pou bêtise ki pa bêtise, but we're so... We're so conservative.
Yeah.
It sounds like, for example, let's use Tibatim Kampi.
Tibatim Kampi, yeah.
Tibatim, right?
Yeah.
Tibatim actually is already an innuendo for something, for another word.
Yeah.
We just, so far from that word, we're using Tibatim. So he uses something that reminds you of the next thing to talk about something else.
Sure, he's good at that.
So, on ka di, like, il sonne bêtise pour faire clean, but it's not even bêtise that he's using.
Justement, non. Et de développer tout un sujet par rapport à ça. C'est pas just un gimmick, c'est pas un bagay que juste comme ça, yeah.
Exactly.
He's really good at that.
So with him, it's more so his lyricism that I want to... I've been looking at a lot of his texts.
He deserves that. He deserves that. Parce que c'est ça on a parlé tout. Pas gen l'autre monde qui a écrit sous bagay ça, ou pas gen monde qui a prêté attention sous bagay ça, yo. That's good.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
So I'm looking forward to when those will
I think we should do that more often. We need to have a conversation more often.
Okay.
Pour parler de bagay ça yo, and m'inviter moun yo gade etande ça que ou écrit. How can people follow you and keep up with you?
Yes. You can follow me if you search Elikya Ngoma on all platforms. You'll find me YouTube, Twitter or X, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. Elikya Ngoma. Or if you type in bravery, that will come up as well. That one is spelled differently. It's br.a.very.
Yeah.
Or Twitter br_a_very. But if you type in Elikya Ngoma, that will bring up all the pages, whether it's bravery or Elikya Ngoma.
That's good.
And in the future, I'll have another podcast on my own production.
Okay, I like that.
But that's, further back. Okay. So yeah, you just tap in any of those places and you'll be able to find me.
I love that. Thank you, Elikya. Vraiment, à suivre li. Et quand mes conversations avec elle, il répond tout, il pose des questions intéressantes, nous fait des conversations sur X en particulier. Et sometimes il jump dans des spaces pour bailler 2-3 mots.
Yeah.
But she's all about music et c'est vraiment mon intéressant et me content et te mener là pour faire conversation ça. Et peut-être en PC, peut-être continuer avec l'autre conversation. Remember that I told you at the end of the year, we're going to have 2 albums with a different sound.
Okay.
Qui est différent. Maybe we can come back and review those 2 albums.
Okay. Let's do that.
Let's do that. All right, no problem. Thank you, Elikya.
Thank you.
All right.